urgency of Chris Buescher being right there on the bottom of that list, right above the cut line. One thing that's a little different with his team today, different spotter. Brad Keselowski will be spotting for Chris Buescher. McCurran is not with us today, a little under the weather. So a fill-in, how difficult is that, having a different voice in your ear when so much is on the line?
Well, normally I would say, you kind of will get a rhythm. He has experience on top of the roof, but your rhythm is going to start right here, 4 or 5 wide into turn 1.
Arrow pulls off. We're going green, baby! At Pocono! Woo! Green, 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 green!
And now rocketing down the front stretch into turn 1. They all stay 2 by 2. Peeking out just a bit, there's Ross Chastain.
Yeah, a bit surprising. Very much more organized than we've seen here in the past. Maybe not so much in the back half. This time we see 3 wide trying to figure it out off of turn 1.
Everybody gets through that first turn, and now they head toward the tunnel turn. There's a tunnel underneath turn 2, and it is rough. Side by side for the lead still through turn 2.
Really nice job by the 54 and the 24. Pretty difficult to run 2 wide through turn 2. They did it successfully. Now we'll see if that 54 Ty Gibbs can use that top lane to maybe carry the momentum down this extremely long front stretch. Really the second longest in the cut. He clears the 24 and then swerves down to try to get away from that track.
Not going to give the 24 any help. And so he clears the 24. And here comes Martin Truex Jr. A lot of people have had Martin Truex Jr. on the top of their list as far as favorites coming into this race.
In every category I look at, when you look at 5-lap, 10-lap average, long-run speed, I mean, he had everything you want out of your car in practice. But that was yesterday. We saw heavy rains this morning. We'll have watched the rubber off the racetrack, and just how much different will it be after the Xfinity Series race. So it always seems to be just a little different on Sunday.
Field lining up now as they fall out for Ty Gibbs. Gibbs still looking for his first ever win at the highest level after winning a championship a couple years back in the Xfinity Series. Still waiting to break into victory lane here at this level. But pulling away easily now from William Byron and Martin Truex Jr., who have to fight for second on. Christopher Bell in the 20. That's the battle for second. Parker.
Well, Rick, you mentioned Ty Gibbs looking for his first win. I actually talked to him about that just before the race here today, and I said, when you have a car as fast as you had in qualifying, and you put on the points, do you even think about the idea of winning one of these races? He said, no, I can't. He goes, I don't want to drive myself crazy trying to think about all the things I can't control. I think about my performance and what I can control. I know if I'm at my 10/10, then everything should be able to work out and find ourselves in victory lane. He said, that's exactly how I tackled the Xfinity, and that's how I plan to tackle it here in Cup.
And that was kind of late, but it's got to continue to hurt him all.
Has come out.
He done.
Off of turn 1.
He's running that 24th position.
Gets it fired back up again. Looks like he's going to try to drive it back in, but this is what happened.
Austin.
Yeah, it just looks like he got too loose. Couldn't hold the back of the car. See, that goes a little bit about what you were talking about getting the back of the car down. You want that car to be as low as it can be in the back, like you said. But what Joey Logano was saying is it's already hitting, you can't go lower. So that's not how we're going to be able to make rear grip with this race car. So Noah Gragson could quite simply been in the same situation where they wanted the back of the car lower to make more rear downforce, but they couldn't get it there because they would hit.
Pretty happy with his race car, a little bit better than practice yesterday. Just needs a little bit of rear grip. That's his only complaint, but just one number. Ty Gibbs sitting in front of you, Parker.
Right, Marty. He was the leader to start this race. Won the pole, fell back to 6th, came on the radio and just said, I'm super loose from that heat cycle on tires. They decided to flip this game. You see here, here's our full field in.
Interesting that these guys decided to pit at this situation. Remember, we had a yellow, 10 or 12 laps ago, which was another option, but No, it's not that I don't like it. It's just interesting. Now we'll see if everybody, I think everybody had efficient enough pit stops to stay out in front of the leader. You can do all the math you want, Rick, but if you have a slow pit stop, you still have an issue. There's Larson right there. You see the 71 of Smith. You see right there. Next in line, I think that's a two-eccentric. Here's Bubba Wallace still battling to keep Truex behind him, doing a nice job coming to 1 to go in the stage.
So different strategies, and we knew that was going to be the case here at Pocono. And Steve, I actually asked you this question about 4 hours ago. If you were Martin Truex Jr., who we thought had the best cars, would your strategy be different knowing you could be out front?
Well, the question now is, do they counter? You saw that many guys pit. So Truex now knows he's going to cycle to the back if he tries to win this stage. And he chooses not to. His staying out will close pit road at the start-finish.
Last lap for Martin Truex Jr. In stage 1, Gibbs was out front for 17 laps. Truex Jr. has been out front for 12. Those are the only two that have led the field here at Pocono.
You know, I was wrong, Rick. The pit road closed a lap ago. So Truex's bet was kind of made. During that pit cycle, he took 2 to go and closed pit road. So, hey, good news is I think he has a really high chance of winning the stage, which is that playoff point and a lot of points. I know he hasn't won a race, but moving up that regular season standings, Jeff, will help him with playoff points when they do start. Hit points.
Coming into this race, 2 playoff points for Martin Truex Jr. Now, as you had mentioned, he has about a 1-second lead over Denny Hamlin, and he is going to win stage 1 at Pocono. It's the 3rd stage win of 2024, so that means 1 more playoff point and his 3rd stage win at Pocono. As we see a good battle here between Logano and Brad Keselowski. Logano edges Keselowski right at the line. So the top 10 all getting points in stage 1. Martin Truex Jr. playoff point. Quickly, stage 1 complete here in Pocono Mountains.
That was dry up there. Grass is right there.
When we're young.
Sketchy slick air pressure adjustment called by cruising Billy Scott. Marty.
Denny Hamlin said his car was a little bit loose in the entry of turn 1, tight in the entry of turn 3. They're going to have to wait on fuel here going all the way to the end of the stage. Hard to believe just a 3rd playoff point of the year for Martin Truex Jr. He said the turn was great until the 23 got in front of a little too tight bunker.
Well, they learned he pulled away there. They waited a little bit on fuel, so he'll come out maybe about 4th in line here. The cars that pitted here. Fuel strategy, big part of these pit stops.
Looks like Chase Elliott might have had the advantage coming off of pit road. We mentioned a few stayed out. We'll be embedded with the 12 team and the 38 team when we come back for stage 2.